our gas. Now, I showed you guys that I was putting our solid, thank you, Mrs. Bassmeyer, in to our balloon. But you know what, I'm gonna grab a little cup here so that you guys can visually see our solid too. Because now that I've put it in the balloon, you might not be able to see it. All right, so we're gonna do a science experiment today. Who can tell me one of the 3 states of matter on our poster right here? Raise your hand if you know one of them. Reagan.
Ice.
Ice. This picture of ice was our what? That ice is one of the things we talked about. Is it a, do you know what else we call it? Is it a solid, a liquid, or a gas? What?
Liquid.
What? Well, no, it's not a liquid when it's in the form of ice. Read.
The water.
Water is what?
Liquid.
Water is a liquid. Good job. Here's our liquid. We're going to discuss that in a minute. So we have a liquid. Does anyone know what ice is, Ruth Ann?
Solid.
Ice is our solid. Very good. Here is our solid. Remember me telling you about the baking soda? Baking soda is our solid. Now, this last picture, does anyone know what this last picture, what state of matter is that? Nicholas. Steam is a what?
Gas.
Very good. It's steam and it's a gas. Now, we're not going to make steam, but we are going to make a gas, okay? So we're going to start with our solid, which is baking soda, our liquid, which is vinegar, and we're going to make a gas. And when I blow up my balloon, I'm using the gas in my lungs to fill it with air. And I blow the balloon up, right? And then if I tie the balloon, well, actually, let me just say, if I let go of it, what happens? Thank you. Where did all my gas go? Guess where all the gas went? Does anyone know where the gas went? Okay, this gas that I blew into here, where'd it go when I didn't tie my balloon shut?
It gassed out.
Yeah, I just came right out of the balloon. So let me try it again. I gotta keep my gas in the balloon. What do you think I should do to keep my gas in the balloon?
Tie it.
Did you guys know it just came right out in the air? Could you feel it?
No.
Not really, but if I did it like this to you, would you be able to feel my gas coming out? You would. You want to try it? Put your hand up in the air. Can you feel the gas coming out of it now? Put your hand up so when I come by you can, you feel the gas coming out of it now? Oh, you guys feel the gas coming out? It's really fun when it all comes out at once, isn't it? Woo, it goes through the air and it kind of takes flight. I'm going to put the gas in it one more time. I have to put my mask back on, then I'm going to tie it up, and then I'm going to leave it here. And we're going to see if we can do the same thing when we use a solid and a liquid, if we can make a gas. So here's I'm going to show you our solid and our liquid at the same time. You can smell them both, okay, just to see, because this one has an interesting smell. Even though something looks like water and it's clear, should you drink it if you don't know what it is? No, because would you want to take a big drink of this?
No.
No, probably not. Wait till you smell it and then you can tell me.
Looks like milk vinegar.
What does it smell like, Ruth Ann?
Milk vinegar.
Right, so this
yummy.
this is the vinegar. Remember, this is the vinegar and this is the baking soda.
Baby soda.
No, baking soda.
Baby soda.
Okay, everybody, you know what? I can't keep going around the circle if you don't have your bubble. So thank you for putting your mask back on as soon as you smell. Harper, keep your bubble or I can't do the experiment. And I can't keep coming around. Scientists have to know what they're working with. If my sense of smell tells me this is not water, did your sense of smell tell you that it was not water? Yeah, it has a smell to it. Does water have a smell really? Not usually. You can't. Water doesn't really have a smell. Sometimes it smells a little fluorinated, maybe if it came from the tap. Okay, so this is vinegar. We're gonna mix our. Now, do you guys remember how I showed you? I took my solid, I put a funnel around my balloon, and I poured my solid. I'm already ready for that into my balloon, right? Well, now I'm going to use my same funnel, and I'm going to pour a little bit of my vinegar, my liquid, into my water bottle. Okay? I don't need all of this vinegar to make this work. So I'm going to pour a little bit in there. My funnel helps me because if something, it has an opening and something is smaller that you need to put in there, you can use a funnel to get it inside the opening. Now, my solid is stuck in my balloon, so to blow my balloon up, I'm going to put my balloon on top to create gas. I'm going to put the balloon on top of my water bottle. Is my balloon filling up with gas right now? Does it look anything like this? No, it does not. But when yes, Jonathan?
I did that before.
Good. You've done this? You've been a scientist at home?
Yeah, I
This is
did that with Mom.
You did?
Yeah.
This is an experiment that you can do at home because most people have vinegar and baking soda at home.
I did that
Okay.
too.
You've done it. Raise your hand if you've ever done this before. Awesome. Okay, so some of you've done it, so you kind of know what happens. Don't tell everyone else. I'm going to scoot this back so you can see. Now, I've got my liquid in the bottle and my solid is in the balloon, but if I lift my balloon up, my solid will be watching, Ray. My solid will fall into my liquid, and look what happens to the balloon. Is it blowing up? It's blowing up, isn't it? Look at that. Now, what's going to happen if I don't tie my balloon? My balloon will lose its air if I don't tie it, but right now there's still some air in there, so then I can take it off. Look at that. It's a chemical reaction between the solid and the liquid. It's also acid, whoops, sorry, and it's also an alkaline and an acid, but that's probably science for another day. And I made a balloon. Would you guys like to touch the balloon? Is there gas inside there? How do I know that there's gas inside there? Does anyone know? How do I know that there's gas in my balloon?
It's super squishy.
It's super squishy. You know how I know? If there wasn't any gas in there, would my balloon be this shape? No, it would just be a little flat little old balloon like before I blew it up. But the gas makes the balloon take this shape. If I untied the balloon, what would happen, guys? What would happen to the gas in there? Raise your hand if you know what would happen to the gas if I untied the balloon. Savannah? Savannah, what would happen to my gas if I untied the balloon? Pop? No, it wouldn't pop, but it... Nicholas? Who knows? Raise your hand if you guys know that.
Blow away.
It would blow away. What else, Kate?
It would have no air.
It would have no air. Ella, what do you think would happen if I untied it?
It would blow away.
It would kind of blow away like it did in the air, wouldn't it? It just, all the air came flying out of it and the balloon took off almost like those rockets that we saw. Ruth Ann, what do you think would happen?
It would fly away from this classroom if we opened the door.
It would fly away. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, and Kate?
And then it would be going everywhere.
It would go everywhere. It would lose all its air and then it would take its flat shape again. Okay, so the gas inside of it helps it stay like this. All right, well, that was a fun science experiment. Maybe we can do that again later today because I do have some more balloons and I have some